Hi friends, this is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance. I welcome you all with all my heart to my channel. Thank you so much for all your love and support. It keeps me going strong on my channel. It really does, on my path. Gives me that inspiration to create new things, to be of service to humanity in so many different ways. Continuing with our weekly messages. Today, I have drawn out of the Angels of Atlantis. The Angels of Atlantis. But before I go into the message, I want to talk a little bit about what the author, Stuart Pearce, writes. He's also the author of The Alchemy of Voice. We talk about the resonance. We talk of alchemy through voice, alchemy through sound, right? So I want to read a little bit about his inspiration and healing from the angelic kingdoms of Atlantis, because I find that extremely healing, and I would like to share that with you. So it says that the energy that flows from the field of the great sound at the core of the cosmos, the angels create this connection through their sound. Their role is to inspire and uplift us, to bring forth a divine song that we may speak and chant. So it is time to sing our own divine song. So for this special purpose, they are paramount in the evolution of the temple of sacred sound healing known as the alchemy of voice. Such temples existed in ancient Atlantis in Egypt, where the intelligence and compassion of the heart, moved by the vibration of the soul's note, brought great harmonic power to people. Sound and its myriad resonances, like sparkling light from crystal, moves us to the prize that is above all, a connection with the divine. The angels suggest that during the golden age of Atlantis, people lived for thousands of years. That was because of their 12-strand DNA, maintained by a power of light and sound. This civilization existed between 250,000 and 15,000 BC. So there are 44 cards in this. 44 is a master number, and it indicates a master chord as a gateway to spiritual purity. There is talk of the great priest or scientist called Thought, and it goes into the Renaissance artists as, you know, during that time. And it's interesting because I just made a trip to Italy, and I think I've talked about it in many videos till I make another one of those trips. The artists conceived angels as human beings with wings, blowing trumpets and proclaiming loving anthems in the glory of the divine. Right? That's how we are. That's how we see them. That's the alchemy of voice. And the message that we have today is that from Michael, and it says transmutation. Michael is the cosmic leader. I'm going to read what it says for transmutation. Just look at first, before I read what it says, just look at the card. I'm going to look at it in the video and then talk. Look at all the stars. Look at what he's doing with that universe. Look at the symbolism at the back. And now I'm going to read. So it says, the oracular wisdom of Michael reminds you of the great master alchemist, the god Thought. This priest wizard has been seen through the millennia working intimately with the magic of Archangel Michael. Therefore, drawing this card means you are moving through a rapid period of spiritual growth and are reminded of the need to employ the art of alchemy. Attempt to turn your base metal into gold, turning the negatives that come from your shadow into positivity, and ultimately ascending into heaven for the supernal treasure, love. Sound Ha through your heart for love. Attempt to turn your base metal into gold, turning the negatives that come from your shadow into positivity. Turning metal, base metal, to gold, turning the negatives from your shadow side into the positive. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. So energy it can change form, and that's what we're doing. We're transmuting. And we're living in this third dimensional earth plane right now, right here. 3D is what we call it, and it's called the law of polarity right here. There's this polarity. So you'll see light, dark. So we go good, bad. Everything has like a pole. So you've got a masculine and a feminine. It does not mean male and female. We're talking about the different charges. One is an electric charge, one is a magnetic charge. So you got the positive, you got the negative, right? So there are so many, you're sad, you're happy. So experiencing one end and then experiencing the other. Combining a couple of laws, these are the universal laws. These exist across all dimensions of time and space. There are the laws. So one of them is the law of polarity, which I mentioned, right? So you're always going to have like two poles at one sign. Now each thing is very relative. When you're experiencing one, it is in relative to something else. If something was existing in its absolute, you're never going to know what it is. If you're always, how would you know what happiness is or sadness is? Unless you've experienced the other end, right? So they are relative to each other. Transmutation, which is also one of the laws, is the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Sorry, look at me. I'm like, just like, it's like so hot outside. Okay. So the law of perpetual transmutation of energy means that in every given point and choice, in every given point in time, you have a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice. Each human being is given that power. Each one of us has that power to choose any of the poles. A circumstance comes, you have an experience, you have an event. You can look at it from a negative, or you can take the spiritual lesson and choose positivity. So I'm not saying, so it would be almost like, okay, if someone loses their home, okay, Archana, how can there be anything good in that? Perhaps those old structures, you were too attached to those old structures. The kind of strengths that come and emerge through you at the time of that crisis would probably have stayed hidden if that crisis had not occurred. So it becomes like a blessing in disguise. Recognizing when we have these periods of low or we are dipping, know that life moves in cycles, right? So if there's an up, there's going to be a down, right? There's you have the morning after the night, right? The sun rises and then there is a moon. So we have cycles. We have cycles of weather. We have cycles of positive and negative. So we're always going through different cycles. Once we recognize that when we feel that nothing can be changed and I'm stuck, it is you're resisting change. Recognize that, because we are leading up to a powerful, powerful eclipse coming up on the 27th, right? It's going to change. It's going to change you at the core. It's asking you to shed this light, transmute all of these shadow sides. It's okay. We all have it. We're all human beings. I have it. You have it. He has it. She has it. Every person has it. The key is shedding light, illuminating those shadow aspects. Let that be illuminated. And you recognize that it is a part of you, but in every given moment, I'm going to make a choice. You know? Do I choose positive, or do I choose to be a victim in this scenario and do the blame game? Like, oh, my life would have been better if they did this or they hadn't done this. And you know, if I was rich, or if I was beautiful, if I was that, and if I was a CEO. Get out of the game. What ifs? I did that all the time. All the time. We need to let go of that. We need to let go of the blame game and start taking responsibility that we are the creators of our reality. We create our reality. We are drawing in these experiences based on not just the past karma, but also our subconscious programming. Our subconscious, where we're sending out signals of this is what we are drawing in our subconscious field. You're drawing in a lesson that perhaps you've not learned. Are you repeating certain patterns again and again? We're moving down in those circles. The hamster wheel is going around and around and around. Take a look. Change your life. Change your life now. Only you can do it. I can't do it for you. He, she, they, who, why, we. Nobody else can do that for you. Only you. Only us. Each one of us has that power. At every point in time, each one of us has the power to choose our reality. To choose our reality. Each one of us has that power. In every moment in time. As this eclipse is coming up, gives you a chance, an opportunity to completely step into a reality of your dreams. You know, the activation that came up before this was the cosmic flower. And it talked about expressing your true self, connecting to the home source and being that expression, experiencing life in its fullest, in beauty, in love. Expression of who you are. Expression of truly who you are. So this eclipse season is giving us this time. Earth is changing from the core. There is mass awakening that is around the corner. It's going to be a huge shift. Huge shift. Are you willing? What do you want to do? What do you see yourself? What is your reality? What do you visualize? What do you feel? Where do you see? What is your heart song? What is your song? What is it? Listen to your heart song. Listen to that. And sing it, because it's your divine song. It's completely unique. It's only you. There never has been anybody like you. There never will be anyone who will be like you. You have your own unique signature in the universe. And your gifts and what you bring forth in the world, in the universe, only you can do it. No one else can do that. So you don't have to compare with anyone. Your life is completely yours, of your making. You are the hero. I talked about the hero's journey. You're the hero, the heroine of your own life. Lead that life, that mythic life. People speak of in legends and fight those internal battles and transmute all that negative energy. Create that into positive. Shift towards the light. Embrace the light. There's nothing to fear. You'll find people, you'll hold hands, and they'll be anywhere you look. You're going to start vibrating at that frequency, and you're going to attract that into your world. Allies and strengths and peoples and opportunities. Everything's going to start unfolding. And you're going to say, wow, what is this? It's called synchronistic order. Once you get in this vibration, you get in this feeling, the thoughts, the feelings. We create with our words. We create with our thoughts. We create with our feelings. Be in this feeling of love. In love with yourself. Completely in love with yourself. And letting your light shine bright, unafraid. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Just be you. Just be you. You're perfect. Exactly as you are. Wherever you are. Whatever you're doing is just perfect. It is perfect for a spiritual evolution, for who you are. Let the divine work through you. You can create magic. Beautiful magic. Let's manifest this beautiful dream together and create. You know, I was driving here. I think it's like so warm right now. It's like, I don't know, 1,050 degrees. Of course, I'm exaggerating. But I said, I gotta be in earth. It doesn't matter. I'm like being a sweatball machine here. It doesn't matter. A song was playing. Okay, I suck at singing. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you the song. You can't laugh. Okay, you can laugh. You're making fun. I'm going to embrace my fears. Now I'm going to just say it. It is, ooh, baby, heaven is a place on earth. Heaven is a place on earth. And I haven't heard that old song for so long. And it was just perfect. And like, I already drew the card. And it says transmutation. I was just singing to myself, thinking, like, how amazing. I hope I'm alive to see this. Otherwise, future generations. You know, heaven is right here. Paradise is right here. To me, heaven, paradise, love, vibration is right here in our hearts. It's not something that you experience when you cross over or when this physical body dies and you get another one. Right here, right now. I want to experience that right now. So sending you love, creating heaven as a place on earth now. And keep this in mind. Okay, here, right here. Keeping transmutation in mind. And be light. Don't be too serious in life. Okay? Sending you love and joy. Mwah.